Is getting up and down from the ground getting more challenging for you as you get older? Today I have a 10-minute fitness and flexibility routine for women over 50 that will help you get strong and mobile so you can keep getting up and down from the ground with ease as you get older. And stick with me to the end so you can discover how to get rid of the aches and pains of getting older and feel better than you have in years, starting with just 10 minutes a day. So let's get started. For today's class, you'll need a chair, most likely. So if you're having trouble getting up and down and you want some support, just get a sturdy chair, or it can even be your couch, a coffee table, anything that's not going to slide around. If you feel like the chair is going to tip, I would suggest pushing it into a wall or into a counter so that you don't have that as an option. So we will begin by putting our hands onto whatever you've decided to use as your prop today. And basically just taking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your heels or your ankles. And we're just going to warm up our spines a little bit with cat and cow. So we tuck our tailbone around. Now, if you're incorporating your breathing, this will often be an exhale. And then on the inhale, we're going to raise the tailbone up and reach the chest forward. Now, if you're familiar with this sequence of rounding and arching, you may have done it on the floor many times, but this is also a modification, so you don't have to get on the floor to do it and still get those benefits. We're going to take this 2 more times. If you haven't met me yet or you haven't been to our channel before, I'm Janine from Win With Yoga, fitness and flexibility expert for women over 50. I'm going to take this 1 more time, drawing those shoulders back, and then bringing that back to neutral, and we're just going to stand ourselves up. Okay, so we are going to start with some squats. Now, we can use the chair here, and how should our feet go? Well, I'm going to turn towards you so you can see. Basically, you can go what's comfortable for you. For me, it's about a little bit wider than the hips, so you can start with this, and probably turning the feet out just slightly. So align yourself so you're a little bit in front of your chair. You can bring the hands out in front. Now we're trying to keep our chest up as we lower our rear end towards the chair. Now what we're looking to do is just barely touch the chair and then come back up. So rear end goes back and down. I'm anchoring my core, so firming up through the middle. So we want to keep that tight because getting down to the ground, we do need a strong core, and we're going to work on that today too. So lowering down and raising up. We just want to keep feeling that weight even on both feet. We're going to take 1 more and feel the pinky toe sides of your feet. Make sure that they have weight, that your weight isn't falling into your big toe. Now from here, find a wall or something that you can stand against. And we're going to be raising our front of our foot up here. And this is to strengthen our shin. And I'll talk about that in a minute. We're going to raise the foot up and lower it down. Now, the closer I move my feet to the wall, the easier it's going to be. The farther I move my feet away from the wall, the more challenging it will be. And that's 3 of them. We're going to go for 10. 4. And we're trying to lift that foot up. 5. And at the beginning, this might be challenging. 6. And lower. 7. We're going to just hold it for a second at the top and lower. 8. And lower. 9, we're going to do 1 more. You might be wondering, why are we doing this? And 10. This is strengthening this muscle up the front in the shin, and that helps us with that descent down to the floor. Now, from here, we're going to come back to our chair table, and we're going to work on our core strength by taking a plank, but using our chair or table as a prop. This is going to make it a little easier than doing it all the way down on the ground. You could do it on a wall to make it even easier, or you could do it all the way on the floor if you're okay, either with the knees down or full plank. Now we'll walk our feet forward again. So we felt how that's creating strength through our middle. And we're going to take 1 foot and put it up onto your chair or table. And this is where we want to make sure it's sturdy. And now we're going to come forward into a lunge. Now what I'd like you to notice is you might have to adjust, so I'm adjusting this leg back, is that my knee, I'm letting it come way over the front of my foot towards my toes. I want it to point straight, but I do want to let it go forward so eventually your hamstring touches your calf. And then we're going to push up. Now you go to where you can go without pain. So it may stop here, it may be able to go forward. Over time, most people start to get a greater range of motion, and that's what we're looking to do. So coming forward, if you needed to, you could put your hands up on the edge of the chair for a little stability. We're going to take this 2 more times. Squeeze your booty, lift up through your pubic bone. Notice how I'm keeping my chest up tall. So I'm not leaning forward into this. I'm trying to keep my chest tall and let that knee come forward and then push all the way up. So 5 there. Put the foot down, come back, hands on the chair, and let's take our plank again for 10, 9. Now squeeze your booty. Anchor through your middle, meaning tighten up your middle, almost like someone was ready to give you a little punch in the stomach, right? I know that might not be the best visual, but it usually gets people to do what they need to do. Then walk the feet forward again. Bring the other foot up. I started on my left, now I'm doing my right. We're going to take those lunges again. So again, we're trying to let that knee go forward as far as it can. You might feel a stretch through the calf, or this is also helping with our ankle mobility. And coming forward and up. Squeeze the booty, firm up your middle, and drive this knee forward as far as it will go. You notice that my heel is pretty much going to stay on the chair. So I'm not going so far that it comes off. We're going to try and keep that down. And up. And forward. We're taking about 5 of these. Now, as you progress, you can go all the way up to 10 of these. Pause the video and keep going. And push all the way up. And one more time, let's come to our plank position. And hold. Again, pushing down with the palms, because we're going to have to push ourselves up to get down, to get up from the floor. Anchoring again through your middle. Squeeze your booty, firm up your thighs. Keep breathing, do what you can. If you have to stop, take a break, come back eventually. You're going to build up to do the whole video. All right, now we're ready to start to go down and up. We prepped all the muscles. I'm going to give this in sequences. The first one, I'm going to face the chair straight, and then I'll show you how you could use the chair on the side or not use the chair at all over time. So as we come forward, you can put your hands on the chair. You're going to take one foot and bring it down to a lunge. Now, I like to go on the ball of my foot. So again, there's that knee over toe that we just practiced to lower us down. Bring the other one down. Bring the hands down. Now you can just scoochie yourself back away from your chair. Move the rear end towards the heels as far as you can go. And come up. Push down with the palms. And then move the rear end towards the heels as far as you can go. Maybe you stop there, that's okay. And then push down through the palms to come up, anchor your middle. Once more, move the rear end to the heels and come up. Now we're going to get back up so you get a little bit closer to the chair. You can put your hands up, or if you can just get that foot up here, you might be able to do that without the hands. So you choose either hands onto here to push, or hands on the thigh to push, and we push up and step up. Now I'd encourage you to use the other foot. If you're just getting used to one foot, you may want to do the same foot each time, but if you can, pick the other foot down first. Bring this one down. Hands to floor, walk back. Rear end to heels, and then come up. And I'm saying rear end to heels, but it might not touch. You may pause there. You may go a little further. It's going to be different for everyone. We take it one more time, moving it back, pushing down, get closer to the chair. Now this time I'm going to show you from the side. So you can use it one hand up, right? And get the foot forward. Then you could push and come up. Okay, we're going to do it one more time. I'm going to stay onto the side of the chair this time. So we go down, you can put your hand, again, you've got to push like our plank, bring the foot back, lower down with the other one, get yourself out of the way, and then this time, instead of going back and forward, you can repeat, or let's turn to the side. right? Because now we could go down, we could do whatever we need down here. Now from here, we're gonna push down and lift in our middle and bring those knees back under us. Now go the other way. Push in the hands, lower, push in the hands, anchor your middle, bring yourself to center. Now we get back up. So to do this without the chair, you'd swing the foot forward. If it's to the side, wiggle it in so it's basically in line with the hip. Put the hands on the thigh. I'm going to do this one without the chair. You can push on this big thigh bone. It's not going to affect the knee. Push on the big thigh bone and boom. And there you have it. 10 minutes. Continue to repeat these exercises and you'll be getting up and down from the ground over time with ease. And once you get comfortable going up and down from the ground, you will be ready for my Fit and Flexible for Life program. It's a 30-day, 10-minute-a-day program for women over 50 who are ready to get their strength, stamina, and balance back. Again, in just 10 minutes a day. You can find out more information about it at fitandflexibleforlife.com, and I will leave that information for you in the description.